So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming at you with a slightly sore throat, but I wanted to do another look for Valentine's Day, so I created this really nice pink and berry tone inspired look. It is a little bit on the sexier side, so if you, the first one was the first look that I created, if that was a little too like soft for you and you wanted something a little bit sexier, vampire, this is for you. So I did pair it with this really nice lippy from Tarte, which is showing up as slightly red on camera, but it's pinky in person. But if you want to see how I went and created this look, then go ahead and keep watching. But don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you leave, and go ahead and subscribe if you do want to see more from me. I would greatly appreciate it. And go ahead and keep watching if you want to see how I create this look. And we are gonna go ahead and get right into this. My eyebrows are done. Just to let you all know, I am working on an eyebrow tutorial for you guys. I just find that's hard to get an angle, but first things first, I'm taking my Smashbox primer water and I'm just gonna go ahead and spray that all over my face. And this is really great if you have dry skin or if you have skin that seems to be needing a little bit of extra moisture. I naturally have super dry skin, so I find that this helps. I bought the mini size, but I am going to be going back and buying the full size because I have been loving this. I like to pair this with another primer though. This does help hydrate my skin and it does help my foundation go on pretty smoothly. I am trying out a new foundation today, so I guess we'll kind of see how that works. But I'm going to be taking my my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer, and if you guys know me, I love this primer. It really reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the original one, that helps blurs out any fine lines and pores. I'm just going to be taking this all over my face, focusing really on my nose and kind of my inner parts on my cheeks, and then fanning whatever is left on the outside. And my skin has actually been clearing up pretty nicely. I have been breaking out for the last little while for some unknown reason, but my skin is starting to finally get itself together, which has been making me super happy. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking my Hourglass, my Hourglass stick foundation, and I am in the shade Linen. I'm not exactly sure how I want to apply this. I guess I should have thought about that, right? Alright, so I'm going to take my foundation and just make a couple of stripes on my face. I heard that this foundation is supposed to be super full coverage, so I'm just going to take a little bit, take a little two on one of my nose, do one on my forehead as well. I feel like I'm like so nervous about this foundation. I love stick foundations, so I typically like to use my Makeup Forever one. I'm a huge fan of it. I don't like the way it's applying with the brush, so we'll see. By the way, I'm using one of my Marc Jacobs brushes. The Face 3 from Marc Jacobs. I love this brush. It goes really well with that with their foundation that they have. The Remarkable Full Coverage. That one is also one of my favorite foundations. If I do want a full coverage one, I definitely like to use that one. I've been trying not to use it in all my videos. I used it in a couple of my like first few videos on here, but since then I've been trying to stay away. So I think I'm actually going to take my Real Technique sponge and I'm going to just put a little bit on there, and maybe I'm going to put one more stripe, kind of two more stripes actually over here. I just really don't like the way it's applying with the brush. And I feel like that's the hardest part about stick foundations, is that they don't always apply like super amazing. Oh, okay, so with that Real Technique sponge, it is definitely applying a whole lot better. It's giving me a way better coverage. I like. I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm in the shade Light, although I do want to get fair because I am pretty dang fair. And I'm just be taking this to highlight my under eyes. And if you guys don't have this concealer, you seriously need it. It is amazing. It actually smells like lemons, believe it or not. I know that's like super weird, but it smells like lemons. It does. I'm taking my Real Technique sponge, of course, just to blend it. Right, and just to bake, I'm going to use my Kat Von D loose setting powder, which you guys know I love. I'm going to take my MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre while I let my under eyes bake a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on my eyes. I know that I did put some of that concealer on my eyes as well, but I like just to put this on top of it just to make sure everything is ready. And plus this primer has a different consistency, which I like a whole lot for blending out my shadows. And because I don't want to bake for too long, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that all away. And I'm going to use whatever is left on there just to set my eyes. Alright, so next I am going to go ahead and jump right into the eyes. I've decided I'm going to take my Kylie Jenner Burgundy palette and I'm going to take this shade right here, the top row in the very middle, which is this really nice kind of caramel brown shade. And I'm going to be taking my Sigma E40 blending brush and I'm going to go ahead and start blending that right into my crease. And just to soften up those edges, I'm going to be taking one of my Mally brushes that I got in my, what's it called? That I got in my BoxyCharm a little while ago, and I'm just going to help blend out those edges. And I'm actually really liking this foundation so far. I think it's good. I'm going to go ahead with the other eye and repeat that same step.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind.
Alright, so I think I'm going to stick to my Kylie Jenner eye palette right now. My Kylie Jenner Burgundy palette right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and with this really nice hot pink berry shade. And I'm going to tap that all on my Morphe R39 brush, which is pretty much just a tapered blending one. And I'm going to go ahead and start slowly blending that into my crease. And of course what you do with one eye, I'm going to go ahead and with my other eye with that same shade. And I think I'm going to jump into my Tarte Pro palette after this one just to deepen it up. And you'll kind of see me, I'm placing most of the color on my outer kind of corner and then slowly blending it into my crease. And with the Kylie Jenner like eyeshadow palette, I feel like it does get a little bit harder to blend than other shadows for some reason. It takes a little bit of time, but it's nothing that we can't handle. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that right in there. And in my eyes, I feel like they are differently like shaped. So one ends up looking slightly different than the other. So that's why I want to make sure that this one comes up a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with my Tarte Pro palette. And I think I'm just going to take the shade Mod, which is going to be pretty much like the shade that we took from our Kylie Jenner palette. Maybe just a little bit darker, maybe just a tad or a little bit more of that berry color and not hot pink. But I'm going to put it in the same exact places. And of course I'm using the mirror on the palette because it's huge. And I'm going to be blending it slowly into my outer kind of corner. And then, yep, right back into my crease. Making sure that this one stays just a little bit lower. Just a tad. And I think I'm going to do like a cut crease or a half cut crease, I want to say. And I want to use one of the shades from the Huda Beauty palette. And I'm not sure. I've been doing a lot of looks with glitter, so I think I'm actually going to stay away from glitter for this one. And let me know if you guys like my typical voiceovers better than my talk throughs. I wanted to change up my content a little bit just so I can keep things fresh. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking the shade Drama, which is a little bit of this darker kind of burgundy color on that same brush, which if you guys don't know, this is definitely one of my favorite kinds of brushes to be working with, my Morphe one. because they fit nicely. And then this is just going to really help us deepen up our crease. And I'm making sure I keep this right in my crease. I don't want this one to come too high up or anything like that. So I'm really going to take my time blending this out. Now I'm going to go ahead and take some of my Tarte Shape Tape to go ahead and cut my crease a little bit. Like I said, I do want this to be like a half cut crease, so I am going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to take one of my Sigma my inner corner E46 brush, really small and precise because I do have really small eyelids. And I'm taking some concealer on that. I'm just going to go ahead and carve out my crease. And I can't believe I got it right up there, so I'm just going to go ahead and take one of my brushes just to blend that out. A lot better. I'm going to go ahead and do one eye first and then go into my other one. So what I'm going to do now is take my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette, and I'm going to take that shade Fling, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be taking that with my finger and applying it, because these definitely do apply best with your finger. And I'm just going to be really careful to place it just right where I did the concealer. And I actually might go in. I'm going to take one of my Wet n Wild brushes, which I find these brushes are some of the best ones from the drugstore ever. And I'm just going to tap that right on there. And I am getting some fallout on my face, so I'm going to brush that away. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my other part of my eyelid with this shape, with my concealer once again, and going back in with my Sigma brush, which I love this one. Like I said, my eyelids are so tiny that I do need a pretty tiny brush to work with. So like I said, I'm going to just go ahead and take, excuse me, no hiccups, take that. And now since I am done cutting my crease, I'm just going to use that same brush that I use for the concealer to cut the crease to apply eyeshadow onto this one. Whoops, never mind. Wait. I don't want to get so much fallout. It's not applying well with that, so I'm going to go back to my finger. We will see, but I'm going to step away from the eyes for 1 second just so I can finish the rest of my face, and I am going to come back to everything else. Excuse all the noise. So I'm going to step away from my face really quick. I'm going to step away from my eyes really quickly just so I can finish my face. I don't know why, but I always like to jump around from thing to thing doing different parts. So I'm going to be taking my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I have been loving this. I tried this out in one of my last videos, and which I have not posted yet. Hopefully that will be up before this, but I love this stuff. Seriously, it smells just like coconut, which is amazing. And if you guys don't know, I am such like a bronzer kind of gal. Like I don't really contour that much. I just really like to bronze a whole bunch to kind of help bring some life back to my pale skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead on my temples and bronze up. I'm gonna move my hair back for a second. And I have been trying to do I've been trying to get as many videos in as I can. I've been definitely been in like the filming mood lately, so I've been filming a ton of stuff. I do have one voiceover that I want to get up for you guys, but like I said, my voice has been so weird, and today I just like randomly decided that, oh hey, I think I'm gonna do a talk through tutorial even though my voice is still sounding like a dude. Oh well, I don't think it's that bad. I hope it's not that bad. And please excuse my nails. I need to do them. I really do. They're like, the polish is chipping and everything. So next I'm going to be taking one of my Tarte blush palettes, which this came out last Christmas 2015. So I'm just going to take this shade Prim right here, the middle one, which is a very nice like nudie kind of pink, nothing too crazy to kind of outbalance this look. And I'm going to be taking this on my Morphe E4 brush. Right? Yeah, my E4 brush, which is definitely one of my favorites. And I'm just going to go ahead and lightly pack that on my cheek. And I always like to blend it back to my contour so it all looks uniform. And I'm not like a huge blush person, but every now and again it actually does make a huge difference on my face, how it looks and whatnot. Like I can see now that it's adding some color back to my face, which I love. And as per usual, I'm going to be taking my Balm, my Balm Berry Luminizer, which I have hit pan on, which I'm so sad about. But I'm going to be taking my Sigma F03 brush, which this is one of my favorite highlighting brushes ever. And I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose, my cuticle, a little bit on my chin. And of course I'm going to hit those cheekbones. Which you guys, if you guys don't have this and if you are fair skin, this is such an amazing highlighter. It adds such a nice like white gold flush, I want to say. White gold highlight, and I'm one of those people that loves to pack on highlights, so you know. Alright, and now I'm taking my all-time favorite lashes. This is my Huda Beauty lashes in the style Scarlet, and I just took some of my Tarte Tarteist Quick Dry Glue, and I went ahead and just placed those on with my fingers. You guys know I love placing my lashes like these. I do cut them custom to my eye shape because regularly they are like huge on me. So I do like to make sure that they fit my eye shape before putting them on. And you'll see me repeatedly just go ahead and press it in, making sure my inner corner is tucked in all nicely and making sure that it lays great with my natural lashes because I'm not doing any liner with this look. And of course, what you do on one eye, you want to do to the other. So I'm going to take my other lash and just make sure it's tacky and go ahead and place that as close to my lash line as possible. Sometimes you just need to get a good grip on it. And I usually just go ahead and plop those babies right on, and of course you want to make sure you're tucking in your inner corners and making sure everything looks great. Right, and now I'm taking my Tarteist Quick Dry Lip Paint in the shade Killin, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. Of course you guys can see that this is super pigmented with one swipe. I absolutely love this color as well. They feel so great on the lips and they last an amazingly long time. Alright, and this completes the look. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I will be posting videos, I want to say every Tuesday and Thursday now. I feel like that works a little bit better for me in my schedule. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day no matter what you are doing. I will definitely be back soon with more videos, and I'll see you then. Bye guys.